Hey, what's up, guys? Before we get into this UFC 171 recap on the MMA Breakdown podcast, go to www.mma-core.com and you will be able to see the fights. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another MMA Breakdown podcast, and this is a recap of UFC 171. So you had Hector Lombard versus Jake Shields, right? And Jake Shields had no answer for Hector. Hector kept taking him down, doing everything he could, muscling him around, throwing him like a piece of shit. And Jake Shields is a beast. He's one of the best fighters and one of the most underrated fighters. But he just got overwhelmed in this fight. I would have loved to see Jake Shields win. I think Jake Shields deserves a title shot at 170. But Hector Lombard stole that from him tonight. Will Hector Lombard be the next guy in line? I don't think so. I don't think he's ready for a title shot yet. Carlos Condit versus Tyron Woodley was a great fight, but the only reason I see Carlos Condit losing this fight is because he blew his knee out. And Carlos Condit's a beast. I wanted to see Carlos Condit go for a title shot. It sucks because this dude is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Very explosive. Tyron Woodley, if he does fight against Johnny Hendricks, that's going to be a beast of a fight. Tyron Woodley really did a lot in this fight, but it was the takedown that injured Carlos. And then Carlos, when he got back up to his feet, was like, yeah, okay, I'm still in it. And he got kicked in his knee really hard and blew his knee out. So it looked like he blew his ACL. So if that's the case, Carlos Condit will not be back in action for at least 9 to 10 months. That's just the fact of getting through the surgery and getting through being healed. I know somebody who went through that surgery, and it took her like 9.5 months to come back to be able to walk and just do regular life stuff. She's not an athlete, anything like that, but hopefully we see Carlos Condit back. That fool's one of the best fighters at 170. Everybody wants to talk about Robbie Lawler versus Johnny Hendricks, and that fight is completely unexpected from what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting a lot of leg kicks from Johnny Hendricks, and then basically to stand in front of each other for 25 minutes, swinging back and forth. Johnny was going jab, jab, punch, kick. He was doing more combos, and it looked like Robbie Lawler was just basically boxing. And I think in a title fight, you need to throw everything and the kitchen sink at your opponent to win the fight. You can't go into the press conference and go, well, I was going 45% of my fight. I was going 95. No, because Johnny Hendricks even said that in his last fight against GSP. Like, I went 70% of my power, 70%. It's like, no, you're supposed to be going 110% to win. And we do have a new champion at 170 pounds. It is Big Rig Johnny Hendricks. I was going for Johnny Hendricks. Would I have been surprised if Robbie Lawler would win? No, I think Robbie Lawler is a hell of a fighter, a hell of a competitor. He actually had Johnny Hendricks rocked, and I was like, oh shit, he rocked him. And I thought Johnny Hendricks was going to be out on his feet. It looked like he was at one point, and he was out on his feet, ladies and gentlemen. And Johnny Hendricks, who's next for him? I don't know. Is it Tyron Woodley or is it Hector Lombard? I don't think Hector Lombard is really exciting to watch. I don't think so, because when he gets on people, when he lays on them, he just doesn't do nothing. And I think Tyron Woodley would give it a more exciting fight for Johnny Hendricks. Will Johnny Hendricks be able to beat him? I think he can, but he's got to be more in shape. He doesn't look like really great in the later rounds, like really fast and explosive. He's definitely not fast and explosive like Tyron Woodley. And Tyron Woodley's been running through people left and right. And like I said, I only thought he won that fight because Carlos Condit blew his knee out. If Carlos Condit could have went more, I think Carlos Condit could have come back and won that fight. But with that being said, UFC 171 was a hell of a fight card. It was one of the most exciting fights cards I was pumped up to watch in a very long time. Because the last couple fight cards I could care less about. But let me know what you guys think. Did you think Johnny Hendricks won the fight convincingly? Do you think he basically played it safe by holding Robbie Lawler down at the end of the round, or the 5th round, so Robbie Lawler couldn't get up and do anything? Because even Robbie Lawler said, well, he did enough to win. He didn't do enough. He did enough to win. That's what Robbie Lawler said. He didn't go for a broke, go for the finish, go for knockout. But with that being said, will Johnny Hendricks remain the 170-pound champion, or will he have a short reign? I don't think he's gonna get like a GSP reign. I don't see Johnny Hendricks going on like a 6-year winning streak. I just don't. But I think what the UFC has become, because GSP's gone, is a great thing. Because now we don't know what's going to happen in the 170-pound division. When GSP was around, we knew lay and pray. We knew jab, jab, kick, lay and pray. That's what we knew. Now that George is out, will George St. Pierre come back and want to fight Johnny Hendricks? Because even George St. Pierre said in a press conference that he's actually gained weight since he's fought. He said he's gained 3 kilos of muscle. So maybe that might mean when he comes back, he might fight Anderson the Spider Silva at 185 pounds. Because in the interview I seen, that fool looked pretty beefed up. He didn't look like him normal slim down 170 frame. He did not. But UFC 171 was a hell of a fight card, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, guys, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And that's been another episode of the MMA Breakdown Podcast. Like I said, this is just a recap show of 171. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed 171. I thought it was a fantastic card. One of the best fight cards of the year so far. But with that being said, it's the new era of Johnny Hendricks. So we'll definitely see if he's the guy to carry the 100-pound division, or if Tyron Woodley will be the number 1 contender to beat him down. See you guys in the next one.